In any city, in any country, go to any mental institution or halfway house and you can get yourself to. When you reach the front desk, ask to visit someone who calls herself the holder of the frost. If the worker shivers unnaturally, you will be led to a hallway that shouldn't exist where it does. The worker will wave you down the hall, and once your back is turned, will shake his head and mutter, "The poor fool." The hallway will get colder as you proceed, but do not make any attempt to warm yourself. If you do, heaven help what will become of you. If at any time the cold ceases and the hallway becomes warm, you must cease walking quickly and shout, "Stop! This is not the answer." If the warmth persists, run. Run as fast as you can for the exit. If you do not make it, then the fires of hell shall consume you. If you do make it, do not stop running. Flee the asylum, the city, the country, for the hellhounds have your scent, and they do not rest. If the cold returns, proceed down the hallway until you come to a door made of solid ice and knock 3 times. If a soft, womanly voice beckons you to enter, open the door. If a gruff male voice tells you to leave, pray for a quick demise. Inside of the door you will find a room made of ice, with frozen stalagmites and stalactites, giving it the appearance of a massive maw. In the center of the room will be a veiled, ivory-skinned woman. Do not look at the woman directly, and say only one thing. What caused their hibernation? She will tell you her story, a story of destruction and devastation, war and famine, life and death, and of a deep slumber. The story will chill you to the base of your existence, but do not ever look directly at the woman. If you do, your soul will be frozen for all eternity. When she is done, she will remove her veil. But you must not gaze upon her. Her beauty would shatter your mind. If you keep your eyes away from her, she will cup her hands over yours and whisper into your ear, "The Ice Age is over." What will you do? The world will explode in white, and when it subsides, you will be outside of the institution. In your hands will be a large crystal snowflake. That snowflake is object 29 of 538. The Ice Age is over. They are starting to thaw. In any city, in any country, go to any mental institution or halfway house you can get yourself to. When you reach the front desk, ask to visit someone who calls himself the holder of the flame. The worker will stare impassively at you for many minutes before pointing, silently, to a door behind you. The door was not there, and anyone else around you will not notice it. Approach the door and close your eyes before grasping the knocker. You need knock only once. If the metal suddenly cools in your hand, run. Run far away and keep running. Only hope that you have escaped, for the alternative is a horror only the souls in hell can comprehend. If the knocker grows warm, hold onto it tightly, even when it begins to sear into your hand. Eventually, the pain will stop. Once this has happened, open your eyes. You will be in a small garden, illuminated by the light of a full moon, and surrounded by ivy-covered stone walls. To your left will be a pond. Do not look directly into the water, lest the multitude of terrors lurking within capture and drown you again and again for the rest of eternity. To your right will be a funeral pyre, not yet lit, slickly dark with a flammable fluid. Take exactly 5 steps towards the pyre. Do not ask why. You'll find a man unconscious with bloody pants over a vial of quicksilver. Say nothing but the question, what caused their immolation? The man will not move, but the pyre will ignite of its own free will, as will the bushes, the grass, the trees, and the flowers all around it. The flames will shift colors, from the normal colors of fire, to the red of freshly spilt blood, to the green of infection and disease. The plants will shriek in agony as the walls surrounding the garden are consumed. The pond will dry out, the water itself burning with a blistering heat, as the souls of the damned rise upward in the steam, howling their litany of curses upon you. As the first curse reaches your ears, you must summon your courage and begin to laugh, loudly, spitefully, arrogantly, but not softly. If the curses become more vehement, you are safe. If they stop, then throw yourself on the pyre to escape a fate far worse. In the midst of the tempest, the man will calmly sit upright, consumed entirely in flames, and will proffer the vial. You must continue to laugh and cross your arms. You must not accept this gift now. The man will open its mouth, and if you are lucky, what you will see in its depths will not leave you laughing in madness for the rest of your mortal life. The vial will drop, shatter, and spill its contents upon the blackened remains of the grass as the flames die down. Everything will be silent. At your feet will be a new flower, its stem hard and spiny, its petals painted with the colors of hellfire and damnation. Pick it, and you will find yourself away from the garden and back in front of the door. This flower is Object 30 of 538. It will burn itself deep into your soul and ignite the fires of madness. Do not speak. Do not sigh. Turn off any sound-emitting devices. Isolate them if necessary. Bring tranquility to your surroundings, silencing any disruptive elements to accomplish what must be done next. As you sit alone in your home, late at night, staring at the glow of your phone screen, there is an opportunity to connect with the holder of silence. Ensure that you are alone and wait until a specific time when you notice that the world is quieter. Do you hear it? The silence beckons, pure and golden, reserved just for you. It promises an absence of clamor, no gasping or struggling, as long as you maintain the silence. Step into the darkness of your own dwelling and navigate through the hushed corridors. Keep your gaze fixated on the screen, listening carefully to my instructions, even as your surroundings grow eerily quiet. When you reach the designated room, close the door gently behind you, shutting out any stray sounds that may intrude upon your solitude. The room should be devoid of any distractions or potential sources of noise other than my voice. Sit down in the stillness, holding your phone in your hands, for this is the only thing that will keep you sane if something goes wrong. Watch as the screen casts its pale glow upon your face. Focus your attention on the video playing before you, the only source of external stimuli in this silent realm. Close your eyes. Wait until a sense of tranquility envelops you. The outside world fades away, leaving only the serene presence of the silence. Do not break the stillness. Let it permeate every fiber of your being. Allow my voice to guide you deeper into the realm of silence. It is here, close to you. Absorb its essence and let it consume you, binding you to the realm of eternal hush. Now you are connected with the embodiment of silence itself. It is now watching your every move. It is paramount to remain aware of its presence, for the consequences of negligence can be dire. The silence demands respect and adherence, for it is not to be trifled with. Remember that the holder of silence is always there, observing, waiting for any lapse in your vigilance. Stay ever mindful, for your connection to this mysterious force comes with a responsibility to keep it guarded and preserved. The secrets it holds, the mysteries it conceals, are now within your grasp. Hold on to the silence tightly because this silence is Object 31 of 538. It must not be broken. In any city, in any country, go to any mental institution or halfway house you can get yourself to. When you reach the front desk, ask for something called the holder of the speed. The worker should become motionless. Look around yourself. If everything else became motionless, you are on the right path. If you are not, no one shall know of your demise. This will make it all the worse. You will notice that moving around and breathing will become gradually, but increasingly difficult. This is expected, for the air slowly becomes motionless. You should explore carefully the halls surrounding you, thinking about your first great failure, but be aware that, if you take too long, you will suffocate. Your objective is to find a child who still moves amidst all the surrounding statuesque shapes. The child will approach you with a ball, hand it over to you. Pay attention to how the ball is held. The child will then declare, "You're it," and then run outside the room, always giggling. What you will have to do is return the ball. Careful to not be fooled by the voice echoing within the halls, for wasted time means you're closer to death by asphyxiation. As time passes, the air will become harder to cut through, requiring greater strength. Warmth will slowly leave your body. Droplets of water will pierce your skin. Most likely you'll be blinded, deafened, and similarly mutilated during this chase. Vision will be impaired as everything slowly darkens, as even light itself is eventually reaching a stop. It is certain that you will find the child in one of the hallways, under a beam of light. It could be coming from a window, a lamp, or any similar light source. You should return the ball in the same way it was given to you and attempt to escape, giving continuity to the game. If you succeeded, the air won't be heavy anymore. You will notice every place you ran past will be damaged to some degree. Depending on where you finished your ordeal, you may have to give many explanations to the facility's administration and somehow avoid imprisonment. If you failed, the child will once again hand you the ball as soon as you're reached. He will then again declare, "You're it," and dash through the corridors. You will probably die, pierced by the air's humidity and suffocated, before you can reach the infant a second time. Your newfound agility is Object 32 of 538. Mentioning the child to others will earn you, at first, scorn and ridicule. To mention him a second time is to invite your demise at the hands of everyone in earshot, if you're lucky.